Hello, it looks like we are live. Hello, Janet. Janet has joined me. Let me so it's another Wednesday, it's another Beyond Advent live chat. I hope you're all well and good. It's an early one today. I wanted to have opportunities where we also make space for the Australian viewers. And so therefore it's today at 10 o'clock South African time. So it's absolutely wonderful to have Janet with me joining. And yes, I am coming to you today without any pattern suggestions. There was no time to properly prep. I have ideas, but it's not set in stone. So let me remove my pen and say hello to Janet also. Hello, Janet.
Hello, how are you?
Good. It's so good seeing you.
Yes, I was said there's no ways I'm going to miss this one because all the others have been like at 3 o'clock in the morning or midnight or something. So I thought, oh, goody. And I had a busy day babysitting my two little granddaughters, and I've got them again tomorrow. And we landed up in the swimming pool, so I had flat hair, so I quickly had to just give it a brush.
Oh, wow. I would not have mind. I mean, I
I
was running
know.
around since 5 o'clock this morning, and hopefully by when the sun is going down a little bit, we will also go and have a swim because it's scorching. It's hot, hot, hot.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. But I've been watching your day 2 and 3 uh Advent, and it's been great and so much inspiration, Jalene. Thank you so much.
Oh, I'm so
So
happy that you
been
enjoyed it.
and I found any Advent yarny advents. Maybe I haven't looked properly or anything like that, but kind of like getting serious FOMO. But I thought when you said, oh, you can dive into your stash, I thought, you know what I did this year? There's a designer in wool dyer, indie dyer in Queensland. And she did this year, she did the uh, horoscopes, your
Yes.
Capricorn, Aquarian, and I bought every single month. I've just got to order the December one. And I thought, well, that's what I was busy doing when you kind of came on the Zoom.
Yeah, I saw you were
Grabbing
like busy grabbing.
So yeah, so here's this is the last 2 months.
Oh,
So I've
wow.
got 12. Well, I will have 12. I've actually ordered one's still coming, the Gemini one, because I ordered, unfortunately, I got DK weight instead of the fingering weights, and all my others are fingering. So I reordered that one. And I'm waiting for the December one, which I haven't put the order in yet because she only sort of releases it around about the 2nd or 3rd anyway. So I'll put that one in tonight. And then I've got 12 skeins. I thought, well, there's my 12 days of Christmas. I can think
Oh,
of doing something
wow.
with that.
That is so
But
cool. I love that you're
yeah.
doing.
And you know what I did just 10 minutes before you finished, came on? I finished Stephen's shawl.
Okay, but now you have to show us.
Look, it's still got one strand stuck on. But look, even opened it yet. I'm really look at that.
Janet,
I haven't
yours
blocked
gorgeous. It's
it.
gorgeous.
Thank you. So I'm a whole month late because I joined that sock scrimmage from the American ladies in Nebraska. I join their group once a month as a sock group, and in October they do the sock scrimmage. Anyway, I group won, so it was worth it. And so I had
So,
to start Stephen a little bit later, but you girls were so inspiring. I just had to do it. So,
congratulations, Janet. It is beautiful.
will this block out a little bit here when I block it? It's a little bit,
It will
I feel
definitely
it's
block
not
out.
tight, but it'll block out.
Yeah, it will.
And
Oh,
these are my colors. This is what I've got left. So I used this one and this one. Oh, goodness me. So I used this one, and this one was a main and a contrast. So I don't know
gorgeous.
if you could
It's
really
beautiful.
see it.
Yes.
It's kind of got a little bit of purpley, that fuchsia that you were talking about on your live.
Yes.
And then I used these two, and it's like a sage, and then this one's got some fuchsia in it.
Yeah.
Probably can't
Sure.
see it, but anyway, those are the colors that they're kind of greeny, pinky, but creamy beige, kind
It
of whatever you
reminds
want it.
me like a forest nymph.
Yeah, yeah.
That is what your shawl is giving me, like forest nymph.
Okay.
It's beautiful. Congratulations.
No, so thank you for the inspiration.
Oh, it's
It
my
was so
pleasure.
nice. Yeah.
It's always
And it
such
was
a pleasure.
nice to know that I still had AJ doing it with us. And I think there's a couple of us that are a little
Yes,
bit late,
still going.
which is
Yeah,
nice.
so it's awesome. And I saw that is it Janine? I think her name is Janine. That is now going to do hers over because she made a mistake and she
Yeah,
was just not satisfied. So yes, that's
yeah,
awesome. I'm so proud of you. Let's quickly look at
yeah.
the comments. Lynn says hello. Hello, Lynn. Sylvia says hello. Hello, Sylvia. Christine, for those of you that is joining and they maybe wants to join the Zoom, the link that I provided to you yesterday should be able to do the same thing. You should be able to get here with that link, I believe. Because I think, Janet, that's the link that you used, right?
Yes. Yeah, I
Yes.
put it
Thank you
because
for
I'm on my
joining,
laptop.
Sylvia.
Yeah, I put the code in, and the password,
Okay, cool.
but
All
it's
right.
just
So,
underneath your link. Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
So hello AJ. So those will be able to get you to this live if you want to join here on the Zoom. All right. So hello Sylvia. Hello Christine. Hello Almarie. She says hi Jalene and all the Merry Crafters. Susanna says Jan, your shawl is beautiful. Well done.
Thank you, Suzanne.
And then Suzette says Jeanette. It's Janet. Your Go-Go Dynamo is so beautiful. It's a masterpiece.
Oh, thank you.
Lynn also says, love your shawl, Jan.
Oh, that's really nice. It feels good. So thank
Yes.
you.
And then Almarie also says, Jan, your shawl looks stunning.
Yeah. And now what to do?
Now what to do? Now we're going to open up my number day 4, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Let's open up day 4. So there we go. Day 4 of my felt fibers Advent set. Let's do it together. I'm really excited to see what has been going on because this was day 1. This was day 2. This is day 3. So now, what is day 4 going to look like? Let's look. Oh, there's goodies, extra goodies in here. That's nice. All right, so first, let's look at the goodies. It's Dilma Rose Hip and Hibiscus Tea.
Oh, yum.
And then look at this. Oh, this is beautiful. Love
Oh.
this.
I see some lighter purple going to be coming. I wonder if she's going to go onto that
I think
bluey
it's going to go
purple.
on to purple, actually. That's
Yeah,
my guess. All
yeah.
right, let's have a look quickly. It says Felt Fibers. Alice in Wonderland is the book.
Mm.
Nice. By Lewis Carroll. Threats, promises, and good intentions don't amount to action. I love these quotes that she's giving with all the yarn, with the books. Isn't that just
So nice.
I
Yeah,
love it.
so
So
nice.
this is day 3, and this is what is day 4. And I think we're gonna go to purples. I have a suspicion. Oh, it's beautiful. I really like this. Really, really like it. Okay, wait. I want to just mark my day. There we go. Alrighty. And then let's see the next stripe of the Naughty Habit Advent stripe set, which I really do enjoy as well a lot. All right, so this has been day 1 of the Advent stripe, which is like a green, like a dark green. It's really pretty. That is day 2. That is day 3. And do you want to see what's going to be next? Okay, let's pull it out. So that will be day 4. Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. All right. So that is all my Advents. AJ, how are you doing?
It's so funky. I love all the colors on the sock. I'm so sad I didn't get to it in time because they sold out so quickly. But next year.
But you do still have a chance to get your hands on one.
I did comment on your YouTube
1,000 subscriber giveaway.
Yes.
Okay, good.
I
good.
did too. I did too. I want to know if I can give you my brother's address.
Is your brother? Oh, yes. So then it will be his responsibility to get it to you. That's
Oh no,
I'm sure that will help. If you have that address available, why not?
Yeah. My mother is traveling to South Africa in April. She's 90 and she's traveling and so yes, if it's there, she can always bring it back.
Oh, wow, that's amazing, Jack. That's wonderful.
I know. I'm a little bit nervous, but I think she'll be fine. She's still driving. She's still
amazing.
She was
So
here
coming to
helping
visit
me
your
with the
brother.
girl. Yeah. Yep.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
AJ, I don't know if you missed it or did you see, but Janet just showed us, she just completed 10 minutes ago her shawl. Did you see that?
I pulled onto the YouTube live and then I saw Janet there and I was like, I wonder if I can also join in if it would be possible. So that I just slipped in as well because look, I'm on clue 4.
So show us. Oh, that is so
So it's a little bit because I'm in the middle of a row.
Oh, right. Okay, no worries. Oh, wow.
I'm so proud of myself. I don't think I'm going to do the wavy border because I did mohair in my short row wedges and I actually really like it. So I'm not sure that I'm going to do the wavy border, but I decided I'll do the inside, the clue 4, and then see if I want to add the border in or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
And how are you doing with those bubbles? Because you were struggling with the first row. You going better?
I was struggling, but you'll even see the difference. If I show you here, can you see how much bigger those ones are than those ones? Because I loosened my tension. So really appreciate all the advice. And if anyone is watching that is still going to do clue 4, make sure you keep your tension really, really loose on your knit yarn over knits because they're very difficult to knit in. And then knitting back was much faster on my second row of bobbles. So I do appreciate the advice.
Yeah. It does make a difference. It really does.
I think Sylvia told us that because when I hadn't even started and I was listening to your go-go lives, I think she mentioned somebody mentioned make sure you keep it loose, and it just stuck in the back of my mind because my first row it was also too tight, and I thought, I think someone said something.
You quickly get to know where you need to make adjustments to make the next set very easier.
Yeah. Sure. Well done, AJ. You've gone far because you were worried you weren't going to finish.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to finish. My actual goal is to finish by Sunday.
Oh, wow.
So I don't know if I can do it.
Yeah, for sure.
So. Because I want to actually start another shawl with one of last year's advents. Okay. I'm wanting to make a painting bricks shawl by Stephen West. Nice. So yeah,
that's gonna be nice. Suzette says, love the gradient of the felt fiber color today. I agree, it's very pretty. I mean, if you didn't see or you missed out, this is day 4 of felt fibers. It truly is really, really, really beautiful. Love it.
Amazing.
Then, Ietsie Klein, Getruida is in the house. Hello, Getruida. She says, hi, Merry Crafters. Edith says, hello, love your socks, Jalene. Yes, I do too. They are so pretty. I Love this. I absolutely love it. Hello, Edith. Hello, Almarie. She says, AJ, your shawl is beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Christine says, Janet, love your shawl. I must still start mine.
Good.
Christine, you
great.
can do it. Suzette says, AJ, yes, 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 for Saturday Live. Love your shawls. I don't think she's with you.
Sorry, I have to leave all of a sudden. Sorry about that. But it was nice to pop in and show my shawl.
Yes,
Thank you,
I'm glad
everyone.
that you got to see. Bye, AJ.
Well done.
The joys of work, right? And life. You just have to run with it. Oh, joy.
I'm lucky tonight. I've got no responsibilities.
Oh, that is so
For
nice.
a few more hours. It's very rare. It's lovely.
You need to just enjoy and savor every minute of those precious moments.
Yeah. But I'm on duty from 7 tomorrow morning again. So.
Man. But I'm sure that they love every time with Granny, every moment.
Oh, they do. I taught the little one is swimming this today without her floaties. So we did that, and we drew big body shapes. So put her on and we did that. So it was fun. It was fun.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh,
She wanted to sew today. I said, I can't quite yet concentrate on that. So maybe I'll have one of, because my daughter no, my daughter-in-law no, my older granddaughter. So maybe this third one. Don't know about the last one, but maybe there'll be some little crafty along the way. Who knows?
No, it will maybe evolve when they're a little bit older. Maybe it's not cool right now to sew, crochet, or to knit, and then you get to your 30s, and then oh wow, I remembered my Oma after we went into the pool. You know, she was sitting and knitting, and those memories. It brings back such fond memories, and then you were like, oh, maybe I need to do that too, something like that. I think that's a possibility.
But don't you think knitting and crocheting has had a huge revival?
Yes, definitely, especially under the young people.
Yeah.
But I wonder if we can blame or thank, it depends how you look at it. COVID, I think, had a big impact on crafting overall.
Yeah, I think there's a huge possibility on that. I know that I'd always wanted to knit socks, but I was always involved in, machine embroidery and this kind of stuff, and a little bit of crocheting, these big Afghan blankets. And then all of a sudden I thought, I really want to do socks. And it was COVID, and you kind of in lockdown, and you think, well, YouTube just became your best friend. And that's where I hit the sock fad. And I just am so addicted to that. And then, of course, I don't know how I heard about Stephen, but that was a huge win.
I also can't remember, because I remember I started knitting in 2021, May 2021. May 2021, I saw these people, I saw Crazy Sock Lady with her socks, and I thought to myself, I always hear people say, the moment when you wear merino socks that you knit yourself, you never want to knit something, you would never want to wear something else. And I was like, okay, I want to test that out. And I jumped into knitting, literally, with knitting a pair of socks. That was my starting point. And I can't remember how I got to Stephen West that October month, because I think it might be one of the YouTubers that I'm also following, like Crazy Sock Lady or Knitty Natty, and everybody was talking about this mystery knit along, and I was like, I'm gonna do that. So yeah, it's amazing, and it's amazing how you evolve. I mean, you were talking about YouTube. I remember I had to cut my husband's hair in the beginning of COVID, and I did not have a clue what to do. So at that stage, we could not even buy or bought hair clippers, you know, those the typical hair clippers. That was not for sale at that current stage. They prohibited us to buy certain items in that beginning stages of COVID. And I Googled or YouTube how to cut my husband's hair. It took me 2 hours the first time, I think. But it's amazing the things that you can learn from YouTube, you know, like cutting a person's hair, for instance. You're able to get all the things done if you just search for tutorials or whatever the case might be.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. I came across Earth Tones Girl. I don't know how. I was just looking for sock knitting, and I came across Earth Tones Girl, and she lives in an area of New York, and her tutorials are so incredibly good. They are for the beginner because they are slow, and what she calls it's real time, and she goes stitch by stitch. So if you're new, it's just they are really good, and she's quite a perfectionist, so she's very neat, and she teaches you the neat, you know, the right way because she goes into if she doesn't like something, she goes and finds something that suits her, and she loves to finish off well and things like that. So that's how I just came across her and just had her on. So she does. She was a good one, and then of course I came across Crazy Sock Lady.
Yeah.
Oh, we were in Valkenburg, which is about a 2-hour train ride south of Amsterdam on holiday. And I knew we were going to Amsterdam on the Sunday, and I put in yarn stores in Amsterdam because I was going to go and look for a yarn store. And
it's a very important search, that one.
Yeah, and it came up with Stephen and Penelope. So my husband went to the Rakes Museum, and I said, no, I'm going to the Stephen and Penelope. And I missed him by a day because he had La Bien Amie with him. You know, the French girl? On the Saturday, they were there doing a book signing and everything. So he obviously was either with her or out and about, or he had taken a break that day. But I went in and I bought the wool, and then I did his first mystery sock along, which starts in July or June, I think he does.
Yes.
Yep. And that's how I got to go. And then I did his shawl. And that's when I met you guys through CETA.
Oh, that's amazing, Janet.
Mm.
It's amazing. It's amazing how these things you bring people together in such funny ways, you know. Yeah, I like that.
So
Elmarie says, internet also, it opened the world of knitting and crochet worldwide. So true, Elmarie. And then Suzette says, YouTube school was my sock knitting school, and the rest is history. I have to say, university YouTube really helped me learn how to crochet. It teached me how to knit. It really was a university for me as well. It's also YouTube university. It helped me tremendously. Even now, still, if I am getting a funny stitch that I don't understand very well, then I immediately go to YouTube. How do I do this? And then I look at all the tutorials. But the one thing, I think I said it a while back, is sometimes you look at one tutorial, say for instance, how to do a half double crochet, argument's sake. And you see this one person doing a half double crochet, but you still don't understand it. I always say, go and look for another tutorial until you get to a person that you can. Sometimes the lights just go on with certain people. You know, you have to look for your teacher. So for you, Janet, maybe this first one will be perfect, but you just don't grasp it or understand it. And then I say, don't walk away from YouTube. Search for more tutorials up until you get to a point where it will be very helpful. You know, don't step away immediately and, oh, this is not helpful. Look for more tutorials first.
Yeah. because sometimes they will put words in a different sort of way that you understand better than somebody else does, and somebody else understands another person better than that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very true. It's been amazing, and also the fact that we can just all of a sudden the world has just become so small.
Yes.
I always say to my husband when I after I've spoken or listened to your YouTube lives or come on to Zoom, it's like soul food for me, because this sense of humor, some of the Afrikaans and the English colloquialisms that sort of come out, that it's just that soul food, which is nice, and it's just opened up this whole big universe of it's wonderful.
It's so funny. I was attending a meeting last night with some American people, and there was another South African person making a joke, and the joke was just totally not understandable for the rest. And I was like, this is so funny because I'm trying to laugh my butt off. It's so funny to me. And this American lady just didn't get the joke. She was very serious. And it's just interesting how I really think South African people are very easy to laugh at ourselves. We are not very serious because we're struggling with so many things. It's just easier to laugh about the thing that is going wrong. And I think people that has it easy, and maybe that is not true, but in terms of how they are governed and how they are managed in their countries, they are really serious. And I was laughing so hard because she just didn't grasp the context, and it was funny. It was just a funny moment.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is so true.
Yeah, I also think I noticed like some of the different countries have their different humor.
Yes.
And it's some of the American humor sometimes I think we don't get.
No.
Well.
And then they're like, what is wrong with these people?
That's what makes life so colorful, doesn't it? It's so good. It's lovely. So how far did you get with your what do you call it? Something gem shawl? I won't be joining you, unfortunately, for that.
Let me show you.
How far did you get with that?
Okay, so this is going very well. I'm really enjoying this knit. It's a really meditative, relaxing knit. So here is day 1 of my felt fibers. I'm holding it double with a lace undyed yarn. There we go. This is day 2, and I just started day 3 there.
Okay, yeah. It's going to be amazing.
I think it's going to be beautiful.
I must have a look at the pattern. So the shape of it, what it's going to be like when it's finished. I'll have a look quickly.
So basically you increase this on the side, and then in the middle, every other so many rows, you do decreases here in the middle to make it this V shape. And then so you carry on with this pattern up until you want to have your established size, and then you start decreasing again.
Okay, so it's kind of like a big diamond, like a long diamond.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, nice.
But I'm loving the fabric that I'm currently creating. And I really love this knit. This is just a relaxing, I'm trying to do everything easy in December month, It's been a busy year. So we are trying to do easy things like knitting socks, vanilla socks, and knitting a garter stitch free pattern. That is really enjoyable. So I love that.
You were chatting on your last live, particularly yesterday's one, about being a monogamous or a multi project knitter. I've always been a monogamous one. I've never managed to do two, and I was so proud. I was doing Stephen's shawl and Arnie and Carlos's sock.
You have it there.
So I do. It's downstairs. It'll take me 2 seconds. I'll go and get it.
Cool. Don't trust it. Be careful on the stairs. Oh, joy. I'm going to read the comments when Janet is back. But yes, such fun, such fun. I'm so grateful to be home. I saw my office was phoning me earlier. I'll phone them after the live and hear what is the story. But it's lovely to be at home and do all the things. When I'm done with this live, then we're going to work again around the house. Janet, I'm so
okay. So their process was 6 rows a day. And I found that really quite easy to do because you do your 6 rows and then at night I could sit and do, the go-go dynamo. So it was great. So here it is here.
Wow, Janet. Is this something that they host every year?
Yes.
I'm going to do it next.
By the sounds of it, they used to do it in December, but I think they realized that, as we all know, December becomes this like crazy month.
Yeah.
And so they've now done, what they do is they started on the 1st of November, and I think they had pre-recorded it sometime in the middle of the year because they knew that they had, I think, a Japanese trip or something in November. I'm out of breath from
You can take a moment, then I can read through the comments thus far.
Yeah.
Then you can breathe a bit. Let me give you time to breathe. Suzette says, I make the best yarny friends through podcasts. More yarny friends on YouTube and Instagram is the best world. Oh, Suzette.
That's nice.
Janet, I agree. It's soul food. Our South Africans are one of a kind.
Oh.
And she also says, I'm in my office, but luckily I can manage my time. That's wonderful, Suzette. And then she says, Janet, the socks. Oh, my word. I'm scared for color work. Suzette, you can definitely do it. You can do it.
Yeah, no, definitely, because it's 6 rows a day. And so they start toe up. And it was a toe I've never done before. And it's kind of got 4 increases instead of, how we increase with the sock or decrease just on the sides. They've done it in a round.
Wow, I see. Oh, wowie.
Yeah. And so that was day 1. And then day 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 was all the way up. And you put in a line over here for the afterthought heel. They did an afterthought heel. So you kind of knitted a tube and ended off with
beautiful.
That. And then you did the heel. And it's just 6 a day. And then it's a free pattern from the 1st of November till the 1st of December. And then you've got to pay for it. And then every year they're going to release, and I think there's some previous ones as well that they've released. So I said to my family that by 2027, each grandchild will have a sock. One a year is enough.
Wow, but it's beautiful. I really think I should participate next year.
And not difficult. The floats are not too...
No, not too tight?
Yeah, no, and not too big.
So do they have like tutorials also for the color work, or how does it work?
I wouldn't say tutorials, but basically if you know the basics of color work, kind of keeping one string at the top and one string at the bottom. But Arnie would say, because he's the knitter, because Carlos says he's really slow. And what they do is every day they run a video, like kind of like chatting about their day or what they've been up to. And while they're doing it, you'll see the cameras on Arnie's hands while he's Arne or Arnie, however they say. Yeah. Anyway, on his hands. And he uses DPNs. But he said you can use, I use 9-inch circulars. And so once I'd finished with the magic loop around, because you need magic loop to start off so small, then I put onto 9-inch circulars, and I find color work on 9-inch circulars a lot easier than on. And because you're only carrying 2 colors, you kind of really get the feel of it. And they use DK weight. I didn't have DK weight. I just had, those were the colors I had in my fingering weight. And I thought, well, it's fine for diamonds. to hang up.
So did you hold it double, the fingering weight yarn?
No, I just did fingering weight. So it fits my foot, but I think it's meant to be like a, like a Christmas stocking for little treasures and to hang up on the mantelpiece or wherever people hang their stockings.
Yeah.
So it's kind of 72 stitches.
Okay.
In fingering weight, so it's kind of like
not to actually wear them, it's actually for your mantelpiece. A Christmas stocking. Okay.
Yeah. And I figured, well, when the kids get older, they're not going to want big toys. They're probably going to be wanting Pandora or, jewels or something can fit can fit in.
Oh wow.
So yeah. So that was the first time I'd done 2 projects, getting back to your sort of chat about how many projects on the go. So but now I have to start something.
So what are you going to
Socks. I like you. After that, I'm dying to do socks.
But you know what? I'm gonna my strategy with these socks, right? So because I have I'm 2 balls at a time, so I'm doing both. I started with the cuff. I'm gonna knit all the stripes, so it's gonna be a tube. And then last night I was trying to do all the math, but I was thinking maybe I'm just tiring myself out with all the math now. Let me wait for the finished tube, because at the end of the tube I'm going to do a cuff, and then I'm going to do afterthought heels and toes, and hopefully I will definitely be able to get 2 pairs of socks out. That's my strategy. So I'm just merely enjoying this process and this easy knitting. Knitting, and then I'm going to do afterthoughts, heels and toes.
Yeah. How many rows per color is coming out about?
So, yes, it's about 9 or 10 with my gauge. Let me see. And don't ask me my gauge. I didn't measure it. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 on this color. Let me see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's about 9 rows. So say,
and you've got 24 colors.
24 times 9. I'm not going to do math now. So it's 200.
It's like 200 something rows. Yeah.
It's more than enough to have 2 pairs of socks.
Definitely. Yeah. Definitely.
I'm very excited to go on this journey.
Yeah. Because as long as your foot will fit, you can have your cuff or your leg as long or short as it lands up being. It's fine.
Exactly.
Yeah. Very clever idea.
Very excited to do this. So I'm just knitting along every day on the 9 rows. So much joy. 2 times 9 rows. It's a lot of fun.
Good.
Suzette says, no, Kim. Hello, Kim. Welcome. Wish I could knit like that. Beautiful. Yes, Kim. I am also in awe of Janet's socks. It's gorgeous. Those socks. And then
you can
it's gorgeous, Kim. Janet. Suzette says it's the best therapy. There must always be a pair or 2 in my project bags.
Oh, that's
it's a
nice.
Great project also to have on the go, grab that when you're quickly in the car with your husband or whatever the case might be, or waiting at the doctor's office. The perfect project. Almarie says, I get between 10 and 11 rows per color. All right. So, Almarie, what size needle are you using? I'm using a 9-inch 2.25 millimeter needle. What is that in the US numbers? Oh, my goodness. I don't know. It's a 2.25 millimeters. So, yeah, her tension is a bit more tighter, I believe, than mine. I'm a more loose knitter, so that's probably why I have 9 rows. And Almarie is having 10 to 11 rows per color stripe. Interesting.
Is Almarie using 9-inch circulars, or is she using magic loop? Because that also makes a difference.
She must tell us all the deeds. Almarie, what size needles and what type of needles are you using? 9-inch, magic loop, DPNs, let us know. I hope I'm not skipping comments. Edith says that sock is higher grade extreme, Janet. But it looks beautiful. Please hold it up again. It's so gorgeous. Oh, it's beautiful. It's really, really gorgeous.
This was a lovely section, and the hearts were a really lovely section to do.
So
And
the sock,
where he split it at the heel, right
Yeah.
in the middle of one pattern. Very clever. I think
And-
Carlos is the designer.
yeah, it's gorgeous. Yeah, so it's a sock for not actually wearing, it's a sock for the mantelpiece. So obviously the heel goes in there irrespective.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it's not a sock meant for your feet.
Yeah. So on the pattern, they tell you on row 70 to put in your contrast color, you know, as a, what do you call it?
A lifeline.
Lifeline. Yeah. So he puts that in at row 70, halfway around, and they explain everything. The pattern is really, it's kind of, no, there's a little bit of the pattern in the beginning, but the rest of it is charts. So if you struggle with reading charts, it's quite hard, but they explain the sort of the bits like that really well, you know, where to put the line. And I think with a DK weight, the sock would be a lot bigger.
Wow.
Yeah, and then, you know, you could hang it and put all the little trinkets in for Christmas morning.
Wow. I'm definitely going to start doing that from next year, I think. Knitting a Christmas stocking.
Yeah, so I'll do 25, 26, and 27, and then I'll hang them up for the kids.
Oh, that is awesome. That is awesome.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
Elmarie is giving us feedback. She says, day 4 done on Advent socks. Now the Hidden Gems shawl. I use a 2.5 millimeters. Wow, that is
Okay.
crazy.
Wow. Yeah.
She's using a bigger hook size than me. And she's
more
getting
rows.
rows. That just tickled my brain. 2.5 millimeters and a 9-inch circular.
Okay. Yeah.
That is interesting.
Does she have a tight knitting gauge? Does she have tight knitting?
So. She's a tight knitter. That is interesting.
Yeah.
Edith says, hello, Tanny Jalene. How is Charlotte doing? I like your knitting from Abster. This is Edith's daughter. Hello, Abby. Abster, Charlotte is doing very well. She's having a ball of a time, but it's just hot, so she doesn't like the heat. And good, congratulations, she did so well at school. We are very proud of you, Abster. Almarie says, Jan, I think that sock is beautiful and must be on the knit list for next year. Right, Almarie? I think we need to all join Janet on that journey next year. Janet, you need to remind us next year. Guys, you need to start with your patterns, what? Yeah. Because that sounds like a lot of fun.
I think they mentioned that they've decided to do it from the 1st of November every year. And doing 6 rows a day is just so good because you just don't ever feel behind. You're with them. And the longest part was the toe.
I can imagine. Of course,
that was the longest. It was great. So, and what are our plans, the group's plans for next year? Are we doing the mystery socks and the mystery KAL again?
So I will root you all for the mystery socks. Do you want to hear the planning of the make-alongs for next year? This fall.
Yeah.
It's not set in stone yet.
This is now serious business. It's becoming.
So let me tell you, this is my plan. Very high professional output. Pencil or paper. All right, so January, we're going to have a summer tea make-along. So we are knitting, we are crocheting a summer tea. And I actually still want to contact a few designers and see if they can give us like discounts, but I've not done that. Then February, we will have a sock along. That's the plan
Sounds
for
good.
February. Then March, we're going to have a crochet along for March. So anything goes. Whatever you want to crochet, that's perfect, but we will have a crochet along in March. Anything goes. Let me write it down. That is very clever. Anything goes, crochet along. Anything goes, crochet along. I think that will be the crochet along's name. Then in April, we will do the Vertices Unite World knitting along again, the Vertices Unite. This time around, I want to make the small version of the Vertices Unite. Have you done the Vertices, Janet? I can't remember.
Yes, again, I was a month behind you ladies. I don't know why, but I did it and I finished it. And so I'll also do the smaller one because what a great knit that was.
It's such a great knit and also very relaxing, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
So when is that? When are you planning that? April?
That is April.
Okay, cool.
Because I think
you know,
will also go quick.
Yeah, you know why I was late was because when it started, we left to go to Europe to see my son and his.
I remember.
Yeah, and I wasn't going to take.
It was a year ago.
No, 7 months ago. Yeah, yeah.
Right,
so I finished it when we came back. Yeah, yeah, that's why.
All right, then in May, we're going to do the shift of Andrea Mowry. It's the pattern I've been wanting to do for such a long time, for 3 years now, the shift. I'm going to do the shift cowl. If you want to do the shift shawl, you can do the shift shawl. I'm going to, the shift knit along. Then in June, we're going to do colorwork beanies.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
It's your cue to say you're going to join us for a colorwork experience. And then July and August, we're going to do a challenge. We're going to do loved versus challenge techniques. So either you're going to do a technique that you love, whether it's crochet, knitting, doesn't matter, whether it's brioche or mosaic crochet or whatever the case might be. If you love it and you want to do it, then you can do it. Either you challenge yourself, you've never done brioche and you want to do brioche, or you've never done mosaic and you're so scared of mosaic crochet and you want to do that. So it's the loved versus challenge technique make along.
That sounds lovely.
And then September, it can be a sweater, it can be whatever you want to do. September month, it will be the booby along, our annual booby along. And then October, can you guess what's happening in October?
KAL.
KAL. And then I think November, I don't have something planned for November because I always don't know how long the make-along will be for Stephen West. So I give myself time to breathe in November. But I think I'm going to do the Arne and Carlos Christmas stocking.
It's really it's really good to do with another project because it's only 6 rows a day. They only release 6 rows a day. That's all they release. Yeah.
And then December month, we're going to do mittens, just small projects, mittens, colorwork mittens, crochet, or knitting, doesn't matter, mitten along.
Okay. Well,
so that's
good.
the plan.
Because some of the months I'll be in Vienna, and that'll be great because I'll be in the same time zone as you.
Oh, awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you think? What do we think for those in the live chat? What do you think about the make-alongs for 2025? It's so difficult because there were so many options. I still have the this is all the ideas that I wrote down while we were doing all the lives, and I obviously couldn't get to everything. So I kept it so that I can go back to it next year when we are deciding against and giving it ideas again for 2026. But for now, we're just focusing on 2025. So, yeah.
Oh, amazing. Thank you for all your planning and all your inspiration and getting us going. It's just so lovely, Jalene.
Oh,
you
Janet,
deserve every bit of success. It's just so, and I'm so happy about your followers just rising and rising. There's a young girl, about, yeah, youngish at our knitting group, and she's a bit slower on her go-go, but that's fine. And I'm trying to get her to join the group. So just to see when your next MCAL comes up in October, I want her to join so that she gets inspiration. She's a soul knitter. She knits completely. She doesn't have anybody else other than me. And of course, I was a bit behind, but it'll be good for her, I think.
Oh, the more the
So
merrier.
yeah. So I'll try and get her to follow along with you.
Oh, that would be awesome. So let's quickly look at the comments. Suzette asked a very important question. Almarie, how many stitches is on your socks? We forgot to have that factor also included in our maths earlier. So Almarie says, yes, I am a tight knitter. Suzette, I do 64 stitches on my socks. Okay, so mine is also 64 stitches, but she's obviously a tight knitter.
Yeah.
Ooh, says Edith. Sweet Crochet Dreams have amazing summer tops to make. So, Mariana Miller from Sweet Crochet Dreams, if you are watching this later, we are wanting a pattern discount for the summer tea patterns that you have for the crocheters, please. But yes, she was definitely in my mind to ask for some discounts. But I'll get to that. Edith says, that sounds great, Jalene. Oh, I'm so happy that you love the ideas, Edith. Sylvia says, love all the make-alongs for next year. I have written them down to plan ahead. Oh, so maybe my plan was actually to still, it might not seem like doing all of this is a lot of work, but sometimes it's really a lot of work. Like I have to-do lists here that I need to do for Made by Jalene. And I wanted to still create a template to announce the make-alongs for 2025. So I'll have to do it this week so that you can plan ahead, like Sylvia is saying. I'm really excited. The reason why we are doing March a crochet along, anything goes crochet along, is because it's crochet month. So I did that very deliberately. And so I'm very excited. I'm very excited about all the make-alongs. And then in my personal planning, which I don't know how I'm going to fit everything in, this is my projects I want to do. And it's basically all just wearables. I want to focus more on sweaters this year. I don't know how I'm going to marry these two project lines, but I really want to do more wearables and more sweaters. That's my plan. But I have a lot of plans and then you can't get to everything. So it's just how it is. But I'm very excited. Yeah. Very, very excited.
Sounds amazing. You've got Sylvia on the thing. I'm going to Melbourne in February. I hope I can catch up with her for a coffee.
Oh, Sylvia, did you hear that? Janet will be in your surrounding areas. So she wants to have a cup of coffee with you. That would be lovely.
Yeah, wouldn't that be nice? I'll catch her on the WhatsApp chat.
Yes. Oh,
yeah.
It says, yes, for the mystery knit along for 2025. Sounds wonderful. Maybe I can do color work and brioche. Yes, you can do it. This is it. Arnine. Hello, Arnine. She says, knitting socks definitely on my 2025 to-do list. Yay, Arnine, that is wonderful news. Maybe I'll have to have, last year I did 2 groups of teaching socks at my house. Arnine is from Bloemfontein, so that's why I'm thinking about it. But maybe I must, somebody asked me, I think in the beginning of this year, would I mind doing an online sock course? Now, I am not putting myself out there as the all-known sock knitter. Please don't think that. I am just merely a knitter. But maybe that will be something that we can think about. And maybe Arlene doing a sock knitting course at my house. We'll see. We'll see. I don't want to commit to too many things because, Janet, I was in a play last week. And I said to my husband in the beginning of November, I said to him, I don't think I'm going to join the theatre school next year. And then Saturday after the show, I'm like, I'm probably staying in the theatre school next year. Oh, because it's so much fun. This last week has been so stressful, but it's also
The
feeding my
adrenaline.
crafty
Yeah.
soul, you know.
Yeah. And you looked fabulous.
Oh,
Absolutely fabulous. Was it? And I bet it was just you get on such a high, don't you?
yeah, it is. You know, it's so interesting because we had 4 main shows. Thursday night was brilliant. The people, you know, it's a musical comedy, so the people are laughing. The jokes are so funny, and sometimes so like, it's jokes that not everybody is getting.
You got to be quick. Yeah.
Yeah, but the people were getting the quick jokes and they were laughing, and the music was brilliant and everything. So if you have an audience that you can feed from, you know, that they are having that output, they are laughing and they're clapping, and then it's so much easier to perform. It really helps. And then Saturday afternoon we had a little bit of an older crowd, so it's more of the pensioners, the older people that doesn't come out in the evenings. They can't hear so nice. So you don't have that overwhelming laughter, and you know, then it's like he's struggling to act and to dance and to sing because they're just not giving you that expected energy, you know. But it's to be expected because it's an older crowd. But yeah, it's really a high. It's really lovely, and it's the people that we act with. It's all artists and well, there's medical doctors and chartered accountants, part of the group, and teachers, and you know, so it's a really an interesting crowd. But we're all, I think, very arty people, and so it makes it so much fun. It was a lot of fun.
I think it's great because it feeds another side of your creativity of your brain, you know, not sort of honing in on, you know, the knitting, the crocheting, the eye movement all the time. This creativity is sort of more on a bigger scale, more the macro side of things, which is important.
It's very easy to do small movements, but moving your body sometimes, it's not that easy. It feels a little bit, it's out of your comfort zone, really.
And the socializing
is difficult. The dances are not easy, really. I'm struggling. So, but it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and also the socializing and the connections with you know, live people is good.
Yes. No, I was laughing because they know me as the crocheter or the knitter. You know, they always get it wrong. Oh, you're crocheting now? No, I'm knitting. And then when I'm crocheting, oh, you're knitting now? No, I'm crocheting. So I'm always, when I'm at class as well, Monday nights we have our classes. Then they know me as the person. They always ask, oh, wow, did you do this? Are you busy with this? What are you making? So I was laughing because there's younger people as part of the group as well, and like first years and second years. And the one girl was telling me, I hope you're coming back next year because I want to see more of your knitting and crocheting. So they know me as the person that crochets and knits while we are practicing or whatever the case might be. So that's so lovely. I had such a blast.
That's good, Jalene. It is a busy time of the year, but it sounds like it's really a fun, lovely group that you belong to. So it's keep going through as much as you can. We'll wait. We'll be we'll miss you, but it's okay.
I'm so grateful
for that.
Oh, it was so much fun this past hour. I said to my husband, I think this is going to be a very quick live stream. And I was wrong. It was so much fun. It was a lot of fun this hour, spending it with you, Janet, and everyone on the live. So we're going to start to say goodbye, Janet. Anything that you want to say?
No, just so great. If there's another early one, I'll try and pop on. I'm away up at 2 hours north next week. Getting the house up there sorted out for my family that are coming from Vienna. They arrived the 21st. Can't wait to see them. So that's my son and his wife and 2 children. So they're 6 and 4, and I just can't wait to see them. It's been 7 months since I've seen them. So yeah, I'll always try and get on, or I'll catch up on your replays. And wishing you all a wonderful Christmas, and we'll see you next year if I don't see you by the end of this year. And it's been wonderful. As I said to Jalene, it's just been soul food for me to connect with this group. And hopefully I'll get to see Sylvia sometime. And I think Susanna's in Perth. And if we ever go to Perth, I think she's there.
I think also, but I'm not 100% sure now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's a huge country, this one of ours,
Yeah.
but yeah, this makes it small, which is great.
Oh,
So, lots of love to you all.
Thank you, Janet, for joining. Let me quickly see. Next week, Wednesday, I have another 10 o'clock, as well as on the Friday.
Perfect.
So Wednesday and Friday, it's 10 o'clock again, and Saturday, next week, Saturday as well. But then I'm returning to work. Then it's sadness because we're going back to work on the 17th. On the 16th, it's a public holiday here by us, so 11 o'clock that morning. So we have a few time slots, but I will announce every week the new time slots. So the planning is
the 16th, my dad passed away 2 years ago, and the 16th of December is such a significant day for us because it was the day, it was always the day of the covenant, right? I don't know what you call it now, but when we were growing up. Okay. Anyway, it went from Dingon's Day to the Day of the Covenant, I think, and now the reconciliation. And that was the day that he would swim. He wouldn't swim beforehand, summertime, that was the day. And we all used to, whether it was raining, hailing, boiling hot or cold, we all had to swim on that day.
Wow.
That was the day he started swimming for the summer.
Wow.
It's the funniest thing that he had. Yeah. We swam beforehand. I mean, obviously September, trying to keep kids out of the water. But that was the day we could swim with him.
Oh, that's amazing. What a lovely memory.
Yeah, so right up to his very last years, he would swim on the 16th of December, even in the swimming pool here. So,
wow, that's amazing. Miranda, she says, thank you both. I enjoyed listening to you while being at work and working. Good luck with the rest of the day working, Miranda. And Almarie says, thank you, Jalene. Lovely to see you, Jan. Yes, it was absolutely lovely. Janet, thank you so very much for joining me. That was such a surprise seeing you when I opened up my Zoom. And thank you to everyone that joined us for this hour. We had such a blast. And tomorrow, the 5th of December, tomorrow night at 1800 hours South African time, I'll be back with another Yarn Advent live chat. I hope you all have a super day until we see each other again. Bye, everyone.
And I'll the replay. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.